Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter,
Hello,
always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. And from the team sheet, we derived that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, it's one of these systems, Peter, where the front three are obviously the headline makers, but the back three have considerable responsibility and pressure on them. So a strong voice is needed to keep everyone switched on to their defensive duties. Everybody has to kind of play their part in getting behind the ball at times, and it's not always done because the focus is very offensive.
So it's down to business here.
Ribery.
And he was quick to react.
Son Heung-min.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Serginho gets a foot in here.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Played out towards the right wing.
Son Heung-min.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And Fagioli.
Oh, good spread.
Rashica.
No, that's been intercepted.
Serginho.
And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Kane.
Fagioli. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life.
It's a promising position.
Van Dijk does well to get it back.
Rashica.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Now it's Son Heung-min.
Nicely shaped ball. Serginho is in a really good position out wide.
Shot a goal! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Bowden certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Malacca definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
They've played it short. And he whips it in.
And he's there to get it away. Looking to play him in.
Real chance!
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic.
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Oh, look, all I know is that they have to make the most of it now. It was a very fortunate break, and we'll see if they can use it as a springboard.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Kane.
Distributed tidily.
Very nicely done.
Rashica puts them all in.
And he's there to clear it. Now this could be a chance. Now that... Fagioli! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Fagioli clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Ribéry.
Foden. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. Kane. And it's Serginho.
And it's Son Heung-min.
Johor Darul Tazim certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Fagioli. Serginho. Half-time getting close now. So what can they make of this? Now he's got space here. That has been knocked clear. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Serginho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Searching pass he's played there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
So that was the first half. We believe the boys can turn it around. Of course they will. Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitution on the field, number 18.
The second period is on the way.
Coming on to replace him is
Johor Darul
number
Tazim can
23,
really do with some
Mbappe.
bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's intervened well there. Johor Darul Tazim do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Foden. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Serginho. And here's Son Heung-min. And it's been hooked away. And smartly reclaimed. Over to the right flank. Swings in across. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 11, Ribery. Number 15.
Get a throw in.
Coming on the field, number 8, Bruno Fernandes. Number 7,
Hortarul Tazim still trailing by 1, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Stood up well to him there. Bruno Fernandes. Well, that looks a decent ball. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Johor Darul Tazim are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And they've got a throw. Well, that has not gone well. He's found a way through. Shoots!
Johor Darul Tazim really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Knocks it into space. That looks a good ball through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bruno Fernandes. Johor Darul Tazim are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's in a great position here. And this is Son Heung-min! And he's following up! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Johor Darul Tazim simply cannot be faulted for their effort here, Peter. They're giving all they have. You can't ask for more.
Son Heung-min. Fagioli. Not the most accurate pass. Johor Darul Tazim could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution.
Melaka have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitute. Oh, good climb! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Messi. Oh, right place, right time. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Messi. And he's whipped it across.
Well, they've chosen the correct way to see this out, because
That's the end. Johor Darul Tazim came into this game looking for all 3 points, but in the end they're unable to lay claim even to a consolation prize. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
So we're up and running. Messi. And it's Fascioli. Foden. And Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. Caicedo. And it's Fascioli. And here's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Delivers with whip. And he's there to clear it. Messi receives it in a wide position. Messi finds himself offside. Chance for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. And that is well cleared. Looking for the far post. Caicedo. To Osimhen. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lovely, now then, this might spell danger. Here comes the corner. They've played it short. Crosses it in. He's shooting! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Messi. Johor Darul Tazim are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Terengganu definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. And Caicedo. Spread to the right. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Van Dijk. Early ball out from the back. Osimhen proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Fascioli does really well there, he is strong. Caicedo. Osimhen. And they can counter here. Bruno Fernandes has the space to scheme. Swings it. Oh, good climb! Oh, that was no routine save.
Osimhen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Fascioli. Akanji. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Cross deflected behind for a corner. He leaps for it. It's anyone's ball now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. And he's forced to go back. Spread it left. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Is there any... Messi! They've scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 39 minutes, number 9, Lionel Messi.
Johor Darul Ta'zim have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Knocks it into space. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. That's a cute ball. Now this could be a chance. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Caicedo. Messi. And Fagioli. Alexander-Arnold. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Everyone, please
Johor Darul
welcome our
Ta'zim
players.
coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Johor Darul Ta'zim leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Johor Darul Ta'zim definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And the keeper beats it away. Fagioli. Alexander-Arnold. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's had it nicked away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bruno Fernandes with the delivery.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And he's cleared it out of harm's
The
way.
attendance for this match was
Taken back almost at once.
29,950.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now he's got space here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Time then for the first
Coming on to
substitution of the
replace
game.
him is
Yeah, it was pretty clear the
number
manager's
46.
not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Substitution.
Rashica, played out towards the right wing. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Alexander-Arnold. Looking tidy in possession here. Caicedo. Johor Darul Tazim are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's in a great... Goes for a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Pressing high and with purpose. Van Dijk. Ayman. Just about up to 75 minutes. That's going wide left. And he cuts out the supply. Can he spark a counter here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Probing pass, and he's straight offside. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming on the field is number 88.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Neymar stood up well to him there. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. And he's been shifted off it. Rashica. Ayman. It's a good run down the right. He's taking on the lot of them. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Johor Darul Tazim can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's in plenty of space here.
And they win it back again. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Spread out to the left.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. He's had it taken off him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the referee brings it to a close. Johor Darul Ta'zim win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't in the game plan, the idea of defending a 1-0 lead, Peter, from before the break. But I suppose they were never really in danger, so there was no need to disengage the handbrake in the end.
So thank you very much. Well, conditions here are unkind to say the least. Welcome everybody on a wet, wet night. The rain is tumbling down here by the bucketful, and it is going to have a real impact on the important contest that lies ahead. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and, of course, he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fascioli. So no chances falling either way for the time being. That has been slung wide. And he's forced to go back. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Osimhen. Nice looking ball. Cleared away. That'll be a corner. And now they can clear their lines. Kuching City have the chance to go the other way.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Gets a good foot in there. Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Opts for safety. Caicedo. Ayman. Showing good feet. He's found the way through. And he knocks it clear. Turns back here, probably the best option. Can he get it through? He's onside! It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Osimhen, looking for a runner. He can run onto that. And nicely intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Played into space. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking to play him in. Now it's Neymar. He's looking wide. Aimed at the far side. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Ball's gone out of play. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Looking for options for movement. Shot at goal! He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Osimhen, and it's Caicedo. Ainsby goes for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution on the field. Number 45.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good.
Point-blank header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Pinches it off him. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Space for him to turn and look.
Yeah, it was a shame his technique just let him down. We've all been there.
Cross into the box. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Caicedo. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0, and he's worked it through. Johor Darul Tazim perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And that's a simple one for the keeper. He's shifting through the gears here. That is a brilliant interception. Guardiola. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a good ball out wide. That's the keeper's ball. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Fagioli. He's picked his way through. Fagioli has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 42. Number 10. Phil Foden. Coming on the field. Number 9.
Now that looks a
Messi.
decent ball.
Number 11. Ribery. Substitution.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, good-looking ball. Fagioli. Johor Darul Tazim will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That ball looks a good one. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Defending of the desperate variety. Played into the box. That has been knocked clear. Tries one from range. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's cut it out. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Caicedo. Now this could be a chance. Nicely spread. Messi, an instinctive delivery. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Johor Darul Tazim benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining.
Well, who knows? Could be a lucky omen, this.
And he's in on, and he shoots! Well taken goal. They have stolen level at the last.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide, and he's managed to get free. Lofted in. Oh, well played. Messi. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pass somewhat off target. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So hello and welcome one and all on a night which is anything but welcoming. The rain is tumbling down here, you can see it against the floodlights. It gives an added sense of drama to a game which was already in itself deemed dramatic. The conditions here will play a substantial part. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Begnan.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can take this game to a higher level of excitement, and I hope it does.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Well, we're on the way.
Fagioli.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Foden. Neymar. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Caicedo. Threads one in. Good read, needed to be. And this is Kane. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And it's Neymar. That has not gone well. And here's Kane, looking for the run. It's a goal kick. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Neymar. That is good progress on the left. That has ended up in no man's land. Out towards the flank. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And a chance! It's there! And that is what they came to see. What they demanded to see. His first. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's a little off target. He's looking wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, nice touch. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Akanji cuts it out. This is a promising build-up. And here's Kane. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's got plenty of space out wide here. First time shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neymar has found the net here, of course. Foden. And Fagioli. Kane. Neymar.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Fagioli. And Caicedo. Foden. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. And Fagioli. Foden. And it's Caicedo. And Fagioli. That is lovely. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Caicedo. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now.
This is the time you need that pace. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
5 minutes till the break. Now it's Kane. Fagioli. And here's Foden. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
1 minute added time.
Caicedo. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Johor Darul Tazim come in leading by just the odd goal.
From our boys.
I think
More
on the
action
whole
from
the team
second
linked up
45
very
coming
well and has
soon.
been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Johor Darul Tazim have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
He's looking unstoppable. Van Dijk tries to clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
It's a promising position. Now it's Kane. Ayman tries from distance. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a good spell of possession, this. That has been cut short. Team still separated by the game's only goal. That pass isn't the best. He's a sharp little ball here. Johor Darul Tazim needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Akanji does well to get it back. Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Fagioli. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Fagioli. Caicedo. And it's Fagioli. And this is Kane.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great ball if he can get there. Deftly away.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Neymar. Number 18, Kane. Coming on the field,
Johor Darul Tazim are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Substitution in progress.
He has found the way through. A lot of space ahead of him. Van Dijk clears without hesitation. Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bruno Fernandes. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Johor Darul Tazim surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And Messi! And a neat finish!
music. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Imigresen have opted to make another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Johor Darul Ta'zim are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Tries to play it through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Gets a good foot in there. Just eases him off the ball. And this is Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Messi running with the ball. Nicely spread. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. 2 minutes to be added on. And we're done. Johor Darul Ta'zim have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Johor Darul Ta'zim definitely impressing me here, especially...
Well, the weather here today is not playing ball. We have heavy rain. The pitch underfoot may very quickly become soggy and difficult to play upon, and the players will soon be soggy themselves. It is more than damp, And this will examine the fibre of both sides.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
He'll try from distance! It's wide, but not by very much.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
The pass has gone astray.
Tries to play it through.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Looking for a runner. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Referee's given a throw. First quarter of an hour gone. Bruno Fernandes. Neymar.
Neymar plays it in.
Here comes another cross. Cleared away. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. And here's Messi. Great vision. Great chance!
Kelantan really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
And it's Fascioli.
Ribery. And it's Van Dijk. Spread to the right. Now the cross. And that has been knocked clear. He has found the way through. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's bustling through here. Knocks it in. Goes for a shot! And he's done it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. Who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Number 30.
And that has lit the blue touch paper and some.
Neymar. Not the most convincing of passes. Foden is the guilty party there.
Johor Darul Tazim truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that.
And they can counter here. He's got away. There's the delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Fagioli.
Foden. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's picked out the run. Shapes to shoot! Off the post! And he's quick to get rid. Space for him to turn and look. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Johor Darul Tazim finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Let's keep this up.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
So right back into the action.
Johor Darul Tazim can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Van Dijk. It's Ribery. Foden. That has been slung wide. Foden going face to face with his great rival. Aimed beyond the defence. Fagioli gets over and intercepts. Neymar. Threads one in. Johor Darul Tazim still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Fagioli. Neymar venturing down the left.
The attendance for this match
Bruno
was
Fernandes under intense
28,997.
pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Neymar. Foden. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fagioli. And it's Ribery. And it's made its way to him. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Out towards the flank. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cross flung in towards the middle. Caught offside that time. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution on the field. Number 24. Number 20. Coming on the field. Number 12. Number 10. Substitution.
Johor Darul Tazim perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Might want to be careful there.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Donnarumma. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Tries to pass it through.
It's a promising position. Ball is over the line. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Ribery. Cross to the back post. He's rising! And he can thump it away. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He is through here! Look at the space here. He's shooting! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
That has not gone well. Johor Darul Tazim have reached the now or never stage. Crosses it in. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Donnarumma. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement.
That's a nicely shaped ball.
Chance for a shot! And there goes the final whistle. Oh, plenty of talking points, and many of them sadly negative. This is clearly not how it was meant to go.